Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the Swift 5 iOS Application Developer Specialization. So we're going to go over how the payments work, the structure of the course, and my overall thoughts on the actual specialization. So this iOS specialization was created by LearnQuest and is offered to people via Coursera. I really enjoy using Coursera to further develop my IT skills. I think it's a great way to further develop your skills even if you're not in the position you want to be in. It allows one to better broaden their horizons. So if you don't know a topic on something, even if you're learning just through the Coursera videos, you can go ahead and kind of Google and start learning other areas in the specialization that you want to learn. So when you use Coursera, they do it by subscription basis. So usually it's about $50 a month, and it just goes until however long it takes you to complete the course. So if it takes you 2 months to complete the specialization course, then they're just going to charge you $100, $50 for each month. Most courses I've seen on Coursera are usually offered anywhere from $30 to $50 a month for the course. The specialization can be broken down into 4 separate courses: Intro to Programming with Swift 5, Intro to App Development, Tables, Data, and Networking, and then In-App Purchases and App Store. Intro to Programming with Swift 5 goes over how to program using version 5 of Swift. So take note if you're programming later on and it's perhaps version Swift 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever. Pretty much it goes through declaring variables, strings, numbers, then it goes through your control flows, then it teaches you about arrays, and then it usually goes over dictionaries, your optionals, and functions. Again, first course is really if you've never programmed before, it walks you through the basics of programming using Swift. Course 2 is Intro to App Development. So it takes into account that you know how to program, but it assumes you have no programming experience for app development. The second course, Intro to App Development, I would say is probably my favorite course out of the 4. It walks you through a lot of different areas that I wish I would have been able to learn starting off in app development. In the course, they pack it all in here for you and walk you through it. So they have introduction to segues, auto layout basics, how to use UI stack views, as well as even different iOS classes that you can use to be able to show different data for different devices. These are all different fundamental app development skills you need in order to be able to develop apps. So again, really great course for the second course here. Course 3 goes over tables, data, and networking. This is where it starts to get a little more challenging if you've really never done these types of things before. They go over table delegates and protocols, as well as how to use the core data framework, how to do network requests, and how to use APIs in your apps, as well as how to do some error handling, as well as post requests. The final course of the specialization goes over in-app purchases and how to really implement the App Store in your applications. It pretty much commits itself to going over consumables, non-consumables, as well as subscriptions for your apps. So if your users want to make payments, recurring payments, that you can do subscriptions or you can do a consumable. So what are my honest thoughts on the specialization? Well, I thought both course 1 and course 2 were really well thought out and really walked you through each process on the way. It was very easy to follow and consume their information that they were providing. Once you started course 3, it did start to get a little more challenging, where if this is the first time you're learning it, they would kind of quickly teach it to you and then move on to the next thing. Course 4 brilliantly walks you through the framework of the App Store and how to incorporate the App Store framework into your app. Again, I would say make sure you really carefully watch the videos and try to absorb the information that they're giving you. The course is very fast-paced, so take advantage that it is an online course. Pause the videos, write down whatever topics you want to write down, and feel free to rewind and review whatever topics you need to review. Despite it starting to get a little more challenging within course 3 and course 4, they are still very encouraging. They encourage you to rewatch the videos as well as go Google things if you don't know the answer. I honestly think that's a great way to learn, especially if it's your first time starting out, because it gives you such a great exposure and depth into these different things. Overall, I really enjoyed the course, and I definitely learned quite a bit about the App Store framework. Now, I do have to say, I do come from a coding background, so I was well prepared for Swift, and I do have familiarity developing apps with Xcode and Swift. But again, I also found this specialization very helpful for implementing some of the App Store frameworks that I had in mind. If you have any further questions on the specialization, feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Also, if you've taken it or plan on taking it, let me know what you think of the course. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's review on Coursera's Swift 5 iOS App Developer Specialization. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.